Race number 5 headed us to St. Petersburg for the running of the Firestone Grand Prix of St. Petersburg. David Jonathan, the 00, started on the pole. As you see, got off to a great start. 3 wide behind him in second, battling for second, or now third, we should speak, as Jacob Lawler moves up to the second position. Oh no, Jamie Pinter got on the wall, and he causes a big wreck in the front. Right now, during the first couple turns, I shouldn't say turn 1, because I think that's like turn 2 or 3, I think. But anyway, Jamie Pinter, big cloud of smoke over him and everybody else. Pinter got contact with many of these drivers. Oh boy, that doesn't look good. A lot of drivers getting held up because of Pinter's incident. Here's a helicopter view to see how hard it was for these drivers to get through the incident. They were lucky that they weren't involved in the incident. And here's another view as you see on top, and boom, everybody gets hit, involved as well. I think that's Emily Ray that got contact with Pintor there. Anyway, on the restart, as David Jonathan continues to lead, Jacob Lawler running in second. Lawler trying to get on the high side to make a pass on Johansson, but he's not able to make the pass, and Johansson is able to block every lane he could possibly get and still keep the lead. This road course is not known for a lot of passing, but it is known for wrecks, that's for sure. But anyway, here's a battle between Dylan Thoreau and Tony Green, and Tony Green's going to win the battle. Here's a battle for second in front. Daniel Coffey getting in front right now, trying to get the lead, trying to get the second spot away from Jacob Lawler down to the couple corners. This is good news for David Johansson as he pulls away from the pack, and now Daniel Coffey gets the lead away. As you see a couple more drivers, there's not a lot of passing opportunities in terms of this entire track. So it can get a little boring sometimes, so I'm trying the best I can to show you the best passing opportunities in the back of the pack when the leaders just pulled away a lot, so you guys wouldn't be bored as least as possible with these races, because these races can get kind of boring after a while because the leader just doesn't have any competitors in these particular tracks, and they can get boring. So I'm trying the best I can to show you the best views. Second caution came out for Robert Piat. He got hit in the wall and he spun out, and he would be done for the race. Here's Robert Piat. He gets hit. Dylan Young got contact with the 35 machine, and here's the green flag. Here's the restart as David Jonathan continues to lead. Daniel Coffey now up to second, making the pass on Lawler for the second position. As you see Coffey trying to find a great lane, trying to find at least a tolerable lane to gain some speed and hopefully close in, if not past the leader. But we got ourselves another wreck again. Our third caution of the day, almost the same as the first caution of the day. A lot of drivers, one driver spun in the wheels, causes a big traffic jam in the middle of the corner. That's been the story of the race right so far. A lot of wrecks happening. And here's a view of that wreck. I think that is Cody Hagan involved this time. Cody Hagan gets held up in front of everybody else. Another incident took place on the first turn of the track, as you see Jerry Guerrera getting loose and holding up a couple of drivers of the pack. A lot of drivers are being held up as well. That's not really good. And here's the restart. Cody Hagan started in front of the pack, but he's actually a lap down, and that sets up chaos on the first start of the race. As you see, Hagan is able to not able to damage the leaders. David Jonathan is able to get through, but not before with challengers. Oh no, Robert Piet, I think, was trying to get to second, but he hits the wall, he scrapes it, and he spins out. Another wreck endures. As you see here, David Jonathan escapes through Cody Hagan, and Cody Hagan, wow, I thought there was going to be like a wreck between the leaders with Cody Hagan, the lapped car, starting in front of them, but apparently it didn't happen, so thank goodness. That could have been a real disaster for David Johansson. I'm sorry I pronounced the names a lot, but I don't know, it's always been a talent. I've always done that for some reason. I don't know why, but I've always pronounced the names differently for some reason. But so anyway, David Johansson, I should say, is still leading. Cody Hagan is somehow able to escape through those top 10 drivers without causing another incident. We'll just keep an eye on him so that he doesn't cause many chaos. Joseph Onesto, here's his wreck. As you see, Onesto held up a couple drivers. I think one driver almost flipped. over, you saw. And wow, that's just crazy. It is a crazy race here with a lot of wrecks, but not a lot of passes for the lead. Anyway, 3 laps to go on the final restart of the race. David Jonasson still has the lead. He doesn't take the lead. He never gave up the lead in the entire race. But here's Daniel Coffey battling for the lead, trying to at least find a tolerable run he could use to get a pass on David Johansson. And now Johansson puts the block on Daniel Coffey. Caution comes out, the race is over. It's been the story of the entire race. We've had cautions every other lap, and we just couldn't get a green flag run here in today. It's just the way it goes sometimes. So, well, it's unfortunate we had to see a wreckfest end like this. But anyway, here we go. Coffey trying one more chance. Anything he could do to pull in front, as you see Jacob Lawler trying to get the 4th position away, but that other driver has already got it, and Lawler loses that 4th spot, drops down to 5th, and David Jonasson just a few corners away from getting through this with a win at least, maybe a win unless the pit stops happen at the end of the race. Final corner, and David Jonasson's going to hold off everybody with 2 laps to go under caution to take the lead, and the race ends under caution. I think it's the 3rd consecutive race we've had to end under the caution flag. And here's the incident. Ty Dent gets held up behind them, and he spins out, causes a major wreck in front, and that's a tough break. David Jonasson comes off the final corner, survives, leads every lap, and wins the Firestone Grand Prix of St. Petersburg. A dominant day for the Double Zero Coke Zero machine, and he gets the win. Coffey, Ragow, Dutta, and Lawler round out the top 5, and here's the rest of the field. It was a really, really chaotic day here at St. Petersburg, but let's hope for some better days at our next race at Long Beach, California, the next street course of the season. Here's your point standings. We will see you at Long Beach.